the NFL on EA Sports.
And there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans.
And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right? To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll run. It's Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Titans. 47 yards for Derrick Henry. And the Titans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it. Let's see that opening with a field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Etienne up the middle. A little juke. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll run with Etienne. And they'll get this down to the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are once again back in front. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Tannehill. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Tannehill on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Tannehill finding Woods for the Titans' first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Bullock's kick is good. And that will knock us off at 10. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for Jacksonville in that first half. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. And meanwhile, for the Titans, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down, they go again with Henry. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches, because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Lawrence will throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A first down carry for Henry. To about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for first down.
Brandon, this could be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Down to the 22-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Henry again on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a 3rd effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a 4th.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Important extra point up and through, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Trailing 17-10, a minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 66 yards.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Tannehill to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Here's Tannehill.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Throwing, Tannehill.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And the Titans getting set to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, the numbers